Let's do rest of the separation techniques of the chapter. Chapter 2 is matter around a sphere. So far we have done evaporation, centrifugation, separating funnel, sublimation. These techniques we have done. So today what we are going to study is magnetic separation, chromatography, distillation and fractional distillation. First is magnetic separation. As the name suggests, by using this technique you can separate magnetic compounds or elements from non-magnetic one. For example, let's say you have mixture of sulfur and iron fillings. Now to remove iron fillings, what you can use is magnet, because iron shows magnetic properties. So when you use magnet, all iron, it will cling to this magnet and you can separate iron and sulfur from each other. But only thing is, only non-magnetic and magnetic components you can separate from this. Chromatography. The word chromatography, it means, chroma means color, graphene means write. So it is the process of separation of component of mixture. So you can use this technique to separate those solutes that dissolve in same solvent. For example, dye. It is mixture of many particles. So a simple activity, you can see that. So what you have to do is, you have to take a piece of filter paper, draw a line on that, and on that line you have to simply put a drop of ink, and then using this pencil, like here shown in this figure, pencil, you can use sellotape and hang this filter paper, and you have to hang in such a way so that bottom part of this filter paper should touch surface of water. After some time, let's say 8 minutes or 10 minutes, you can see this type of structure, this type of dye, different dyes. The solute which is most dissolvable will rise faster as compared to others. Similarly, here I have shown leaf pigment chromatography. As you know, leaves also contain chlorophyll pigment. Not only chlorophyll, it has some other pigments also. So you can use this technique to see this pigments of chlorophyll. This activity, both activities you can do at home. Like in this leaf pigment chromatography, you have to simply take leaf, crush it and keep it in isopropyl alcohol for some time, let's say half an hour. Then you have to remove, filter it, and in that paper, same like here, you have to hang a filter paper and you will get this color like this. This is your chlorophyll pigment. This chromatography is also used to separate drug from blood. The next is distillation. Now earlier we have studied about separating funnel, which is used to separate two immiscible liquid. Immiscible liquid means that cannot be mixed together, like mixture of oil and water. Now if you have two miscible liquids, that you can separate using distillation, but not all. Only those that boil without decomposition and they have huge difference in their boiling point. Setup is very simple. So let's say you have mixture of alcohol and water. You can take acetone and water in this round funnel. You have to heat it. This is thermometer to check out temperature. When you heat it out, acetone at boiling temperature or alcohol at boiling temperature, it will form vapors, go to this funnel, this, and then it will get collected over here. It get condensed and get collected over here, and water will remain over here. So this is very simple technique to separate miscible liquids. But what technique will use if the difference in boiling temperature is less than 25 Kelvin? In that case, you can use fractional distillation. Okay, this fractional distillation you have also studied in 8th class. If you remember this picture, this is a picture of separating different component present in petroleum or crude oil. So at different boiling temperature, you can separate out different components. You can also use this fractional distillation technique for separation of components of air. Here, increasing air pressure and reducing temperature. These two things can be used to separate out air component. As you know, air is made up of nitrogen, carbon dioxide, oxygen, argon, many other gases. So what you have to do is, here you have air which is high pressure is applied over here, then it goes to a chamber. In this round coil, you have a very cold water, either water or helium gas, very cool helium gas. So it will cool down this air, and as this air cools down, according to the temperatures, different gases, they will separate out, like carbon dioxide, then nitrogen, argon, and then liquid oxygen. The next technique that I have not mentioned in this index is crystallization. This method is used to purify solid. It separates pure solid in the form of crystals from a solution, and very common example is purification of salt from seawater. So seawater, when evaporated, left behind salt in crystal form. A very beautiful experiment, this sugar crystal. You can do this at home. You can see this is so beautiful. And if you are interested in doing this sugar crystal activity at home, you can ask me through message. I will tell you how to do. So this activity takes around 8 to 10 days to come in this final form. Thank you very much. This is end of your chapter. If you have any doubt, please message me. Thank you.